Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the State of the Market Live. Today is 26th July 2022, and today is Tuesday. We are 2 days ahead of the monthly expiry, and let's see what Nifty and Bank Nifty futures have in store today. So, yesterday was quite an eventful day for both traders as well as scalpers. Just a minute, let me pull up my pen. I'm not getting it. Yeah, here it is. So we have been seeing yesterday, we discussed in terms of market profile that we are one time framing here. We have been continuously going up without breaking that day. And I think I have jinxed the move of Nifty. What I mean by that is you see that since this particular day, we have not broken the low of Nifty. Okay, so Nifty has not broken the lows of previous day, and this is a kind of eventful week, we can say, for longs. So there was no breaking of previous day low. However, yesterday that was changed. Here we see that we broke the low. However, we did not close below that. However, we kind of began testing the lows of the structure. So what I mean by that is, if you consider this particular part as one kind of a building, so in price action, it is always better to think in terms of buildings. So that will help you, understand the market better. You see that, the market went to, let's say, if you put lines like this, so this is a very easy way to understand the market, understand price action. You see that we went from ground floor to first floor, we did not come back, and then we went from first floor to second floor, did not come back, and then we went to the third floor. And to yesterday, we kind of tested, we did not break it, but we tested. So whenever this is happening, you can understand that the market structure is weakening. We may gap up, we may again gap up today and go up. That is fine, that is absolutely fine. However, we need to include this information in today's trading. So the market kind of has a slightly weakened structure, and we need to keep that in mind. Okay, however, the momentum, if you see, is kind of bullish. That means we are still having a very good momentum. The momentum is not is intact. However, on a daily time frame, this is a very important point. Remember this, we have a green bar and we have a lower momentum. We have a red bar and then higher momentum. So on a daily time frame, we are diverging. So basically, on a downside, RSI should have come down like this. Naturally, it did not. So kind of, I can say, there could be slight divergence that can be happening. That these are all first indications. Immediately, you don't have to become short. However, there are certain levels below which you should be short. We'll find out such an intraday level below which you need to be very careful. That means the first thing that we have to carry today is the structure is starting to show crack. Okay, the structure is starting to show cracks. And when the crack builds, then you can trade confidently on the side of the crack. Okay, so this is how you should analyze the market in a better way. This is a daily time frame we are talking about. We'll get into intraday time frame slowly in a bit. Let's look at what is happening in Bank Nifty. Before that, we have closed at 632. In fact, I have told you that this is a kind of level where we can see some kind of resistance. So immediately the market has to gap up or take out to show strength. However, it can be a bit rangy. Then it will see if we have to get towards 276 and 196 levels before going up. So let's move on to Bank Nifty now. In Bank Nifty, again, the strength is there. Again, we will understand the same thought process. We'll put on the same thought process in mind. So there was one time framing. You see that there were different levels. Okay, so this is the first level, let's say ground level. This is the first floor, and this is the second floor. So in second floor, you see that we did not break the low. That means the structure in Bank Nifty is strong. The structure in Bank Nifty is intact and strong, and it is at a previous swing position. So any move below this can only be negative for Bank Nifty. Until then, you should not. This is the level you have to. What is that level? We will see. We'll see that. We'll come to that. Don't worry about it. So in Bank Nifty, the structure is not that weak. However, you see that yesterday in Bank Nifty, buyers and sellers were very, very, kind of powerful. When I say powerful, they are, trying to find out their zone of action. However, you see one important thing is that the market closed right at the swing. So the sellers from this side and buyers from this side have controlled the market very well. That's why we had a two-way auction yesterday. Yesterday for scalpers, it was a dream. We did make very good money. So for intraday people, that means who are not scalping, this is a very important piece of information. And this level, this particular swing high becomes paramount, which is 36,700 or 713 levels, because this is where we are seeing a kind of indecision. However, we see that there is a W formation, especially the market has been taken out from lower lows. That means lower lows. So that means the rejection is very good. So ideally it should take it higher, but we need to keep the structure in mind. Before we go up, we need to repair the structure. The market will ensure that the players are strong, and then it will go up, probably looking for a gap of this zone. So this is on a daily time frame. This is how Bank Nifty is poised. Bank Nifty is at a swing high, at a previous swing high, and we need to be careful about it. Now, let's see what is happening, what happened on intraday. So in intraday, yesterday, what happened is the market opened below the previous day's close, and then it started jumping down. And there was a nice price action at this level. You see that there was a nice buying at the lows, which drove the market higher. However, the close has been very pathetic. So this is not a superb close. There is no conviction in the market. That is what makes the structure very weak in terms of price action. So we need to break basically 532. So I'm looking for a break of 540 or 532. This is the level. So a break of this can bring a lot of action on the downside in the market. So we need to be careful about what is happening below 542. I told in my Telegram channel that 16,532 is the level where we need to be careful. Let's see where SGX is trading today. Just a minute. I think we have got to look at SGX. So I forgot to have a look at SGX. We have to look for SGX before we are, kind of forming a bias. Yeah, 588. So we need to be careful about 522 level, 532 level. If we break below that, we are going to get a decent traction on the downside. So this is what Nifty futures are doing. So for today, what is the plan? What is the implication? So basically, we are trading then near this level. So that means where buyers have come. So SGX is trading here. Let's see where pre-open is, and if the pre-open is somewhere strong, so this is the zone 640 or 620 is the zone where there can be rejection on the downside. So I think the structure is weakening. So if the market, if Nifty comes down, we have to look for Bank Nifty as well. Axis Bank results are going to drive Bank Nifty down because the results seem to be decent, but there can be a lot of traction on the downside. If the previous day's lows in Bank Nifty, for example, this low, so if we break 36,150, there can be a decent traction on the downside in Bank Nifty. Let's look at what is in store for Bank Nifty. Yeah, this is Bank Nifty. So in Bank Nifty, it was an awesome day. So we made very good money on this bar on scalping. And then we took a trade here. We took a short trade in futures as well as Nifty puts. It was the direction was very, very clear. There was no indecision. So once this bar broke, so in terms of price action, there was a easy money here. So towards the day low. And then once that is broken, everything fell in line. So yesterday was a very good day, and today we need to break below this 450 zone. So 450 or even kind of 400 zone for us to get towards the lows of the previous day. What I mean by lows of the previous day, and why I mean that, because there is a kind of lower price action. You see that. So if you look in terms of price action, you see that lower highs was formed. Yesterday, the bullishness was creaking. So in the morning, they could not reach the morning highs. And today, any break below 519 is going to bring down. And this is the level we should be watching. So 36,200 is the zone we should be watching. Below that, there can be a very good chance for traders to make money, and you need to be very careful here, because any break of this can bring the attraction of the gap zone here, and then 35,412. So the weakness should be shown in the price. Before that, do not get into trades unless the weakness is very clear there. So today, I think there could be negativity in both Nifty and Bank Nifty because of this poor price action, because there is weakness in the structure in Nifty as well as lower high formation on intraday time frame. This is what Nifty and Bank Nifty are doing in their intraday levels. So for intermittent levels, let's see what Nifty and Bank Nifty are showing in terms of market profile. So we'll again recall what happened yesterday. When you look at a market profile graphic, the structure is very, very clear. So there was the kind of post structure formation on 22nd July. And yesterday we see that that post structure has been rejected. That means if the market was strong, if the structure was strong, the market would have traded here. So, but that did not happen. The market would have traded here. That did not happen. So breaking this means longs do not have the energy to repair the structure on their side. So shorts took the mantle, and then you see how they kind of made a nice B structure formation. This is called a B profile formation in terms of market profile. So what this means is that the shorts are having an upper hand. Yesterday, the shorts had upper hand. That's why they did not even close above this. Okay, you see that we closed right here at 620 is where we closed, and we closed below the day before low. This is an important key piece of information. Most of the retailers just look at candlesticks, just look at patterns, just look at things that are not useful. So market profile, which is used by professional traders in institutions, they look at things differently. You see how starkly the structure is weak. Okay, the profile is very weak. This poor structure is not repaired anymore. So we don't want to do that now. That means Longs have given up now for now until we break 620 or 655 levels. 660, yesterday I was mentioning 660, so 660, until we break this and kind of repair the structure here, nothing is going to happen for longs. So what you have to look for is a structure below 532. I mentioned that yesterday's low, that 560 is an important level as well. And if we break this, today, it is going to be a very eventful day. We have a very kind of a squatted profile here, so this is going to bring a lot of traction on the downside towards levels of 480 and 420 as well if we break say 560. So now what is my confidence in going short today? What would be my confidence is the poor structure here, the unrepaired structure here. So shorts are telling longs that you take a back seat now. We are going to go down and kind of look at repairing the structure here. What are the repairing of structures here? There is a poor formation here, and then we need to repair the gap. And once this zone is taken care of, then we will see whether to go up or down. So market always takes one step at a time. It doesn't do everything at once. Okay, so here the market may come back to this level if the longs do not take this opportunity to fight back and get into repairing this structure here. This is a very important zone, which is 660 to 760, and we need to do that soon. So if longs cannot do that, the market is going to crack here, especially below 560. And you see that we are exactly trading in SGX near here, and this is very, very important. However, if the market takes a base here and goes up, it's going to be a very good rally, and the rally will continue. But before that, the market will need to spend some time here and then only go. It cannot gap up because this is a very poor formation of profile, and we need to repair this structure. We need to take care of this market here. Now, let's see what is happening in Bank Nifty. So in Bank Nifty, the situation is a bit different. Yesterday, I told you what I mean by market profile structures. Here, the structure was weak. That's why I was not bullish yesterday. I told you, you can go back to my channel and see yesterday's video. You will get a point why I told you that the market can be rangy, and you see that how we have spent most of the time within this range. We opened, went up, however, we were immediately rejected. This is called open rejection reverse. A large player came and shunted the market down at 37,025. So 37,025 is a key level, and from there the market was shunted down, and the market spent the rest of the day here. Now, what is the plan for today? Now, since yesterday we have spent a very decent good time here repairing the structure, we will spend more time here. If the market is indecisive, if it decides, we will go down, and it is going to spend this zone. So this is very important. So we may have another kind of profile here, another balanced day here. This is what I am looking for. So once that is done, the market needs to break and get into this zone. So remember this, when the market was one time framing, it was in a hurry. So these zones need to be repaired. These are not poor structures, these are strong structures. However, the market will come back here for liquidity. That means it will come here and check for players who have kept their stop losses tucked in, and all those will be beaten down if there is a downturn. So you need to check for a decent move below 36,367. This is a very important level. So if the market is breaking this, you need to get your shorts ready. Okay, that's what I mean. Now, let's see what still below. So we don't have to worry about this. So for now, we will look at this zone as a key piece of information, and kind of any downturn below 350 or 367 can give very good opportunities for shorts with a stopover at 36,120. Okay, so keep this video bookmarked so that during the market you can see and observe how the market is behaving. whether it is doing what I am trying to tell you. And also one more thing on the long side is, if we open about 36,570, the market is going to spend some time here because it came down in a hurry a couple of times. So we could not kind of break about 36,740, levels. So this level is going to be a key resistance, 36,742 to 750. So basically this is the zone where resistance can be there. So if we open here also, there can be a quick rejection, and we need to repair this zone as well to go higher. Until then, the market may not think about going up. Okay, so let's also, before quitting for the day, let's see what is happening in terms of weekly. That means because we are we are 2 days ahead of expiry. You see how last week has been a superb expiry. You see how the market kind of spent a lot of time here. So today, that means this week, in the next 2 days, I think the market kind of spent here, and we will expire somewhere in this zone. This is my expectation. So probably we may expire somewhere near 450 or 400 levels if the market does not break this 705. There is a fair chance. So for any swing shots, this is a very good opportunity because we are in a very small range. So if you want to short here below 560 with a stop loss at kind of 640, which is only 100 points, right? So if you want to short in terms of calls, or you want to kind of by puts, so this is an objective zone, but you need to wait for price action as well. Don't just look at market profile and trade. You need to look at the bigger picture as well. So there is a fair chance we can completely remain in this zone. However, I see the zone to be like this rather than this. Okay, I want a zone to be this, not this. So that is why I'm expecting kind of a nice profile formation like this with a close around this level on Thursday. If we break 312, this is another key zone, then we can fall a bit more. However, for now, I'm expecting the zone to be somewhere in this area. So this is how market profile is going to develop over the next 2 days. Let's see what Bank Nifty has in store in terms of weekly profile. So in Bank Nifty, the again, sorry guys. So here again, we have a very bad, kind of market structure. So the structure is not weak. Structure is very weak. So any positivity needs to be about 36,928. That is a key level, and also 37,025. So we need to break this zone. Until that is done, there is a kind of weakness here. We may kind of continue to go towards this level. 36,135 is the primary objective. Below that, we can see a nice meltdown. Even below the 35,700 is a key zone where there is decent support for next week. Okay, 35,902. And also on the downside, we see a lot of kind of pending auction here. The market needs to spend a lot of time here before going. However, this can be 35,900 and 35,700 can be decent zones of support if the market comes down over the next 2 days. So I am still biased down on the downside. So let's see how the market is going to open, because when the market opens in pre-open, if it happens at higher levels, I'm going to change my view, and I will still see whether it is a trap or whether it is a continuation of the one-time framing that is happening now. Okay, let's touch upon Reliance and then we'll call it a day. So in Reliance, yeah, as expected, most of the retailers were super bullish after results, and you see how it was responded on yesterday. So it was a very deep cut on Monday. So however, I gave you the Kundali of Reliance. So it stopped near 2422, 2417 is a good support. So now the structure should not become weak. So any break below this low can invite 2360 shots, and below that we can go down. If we have to get up, we have to open and kind of move this zone. We have to kind of move above this balance zone towards this swing high. So this bar, this particular bar is very important for this monthly expiry, because there will be a lot of index management happening in Reliance this month because of good results. Results were good. However, as I told you, on fundamental side, many people, many retailers think that if results are good, the stock has to go up. It's not like that. If results are good, big players may want to buy. Yesterday they have bought. How do I know yesterday they have bought? Because if you look at the profile, you see, just a minute. If you look at Reliance on intraday, you see how yesterday they have bought an entire day below this range. How they have bought? So that's how, it comes with experience. Entire yesterday, they did not let it fall. This was their planned zone of action to buy. There was a lot of liquidity here, so they bought. So today, any move about 24.29 can be long towards a target of 24.55, and we need to break above 24.75 to get towards the swing high of 25.05. So today I'll be long in Reliance if it goes up. Let's look at pre-open. If they want to continue buying, they will continue this kind of pattern for the next few days. Let's look at Reliance market profile chart. You see how yesterday, large players have bought. That is obvious in candlestick charts as well. So they kind of brought down and brought at this zone. Why? Because number of stop losses were lying here. You see, most of the retailers who have bought here have put their stop losses somewhere around here at 2419, 24117 levels. And yesterday, large players have consumed all the stop losses happily. So any move below 2409 is going to be negative, and any move above 2441 is going to be positive for Reliance today. Hope that has helped, and hope this is very clear as we are discussing market profile also now. For kind of in our videos, if there is any kind of feedback that you want to give, or if you have any doubts, please put in the comment section. I'll try to answer in tomorrow's video. Please like my videos, because then each like matters a lot in YouTube videos. And also, if you want your friends also to learn these things, please send them to subscribe to my channel and keep watching my videos. Have a great day, guys. Be safe and trade well. Trade safely as well. Bye bye.